We are live.
Hello, hello.
Hey, expats and travelers alike. I'm Josh with Expats Everywhere.
And I'm Kalie.
And we are going to jump straight into answering your all's questions. And at the end of 30 minutes, we are going to draw for our Patreon winner.
Yes.
You want to explain that real quick?
Sure. So 2 weeks ago on our live, we explained to everyone that if you bought something from Spring, or they were Teespring, Spring, from our Expats Everywhere merchandise shelf, then you would be put into a drawing to win a year's worth of the permanent resident status on our Patreon, which gives lots of different perks on Patreon. So thank you everyone who went ahead and did that. And we'll do that drawing in 30 minutes because we're actually going to keep this one to 35-ish minutes.
Yeah. all of the money raised on either Spring or Patreon goes to content creation. So it goes directly, it doesn't go to us. It goes to our content creation. So that would be paying for equipment, paying for travel, paying for whatever it takes to actually film the stuff that we film so that you guys can check out all the amazing stuff in Portugal and around the world. But right now in Portugal, because that's where we are.
We're here, yeah. And we have a lot of fun ideas planned. And so we obviously need money for that. So Thank you guys for donating those different things. And we can go ahead and do those different plans and different exciting videos for you guys.
Yep. So pop your questions in the comment section and let's go.
All right. Do we want to start? There was a little bit of chat before. Confera, good question. Hello. Do you know if proceeds from crypto investments are taken into consideration for the D7?
Okay. So the straightforward answer is we don't know. A little bit around the bush answer is we would imagine that they would be considered for the D7 visa because they're investment income. The other thing that you'll need to consider, whoa, we have our first super chat. Thank you, Marlis. We appreciate it. You're amazing too. So the other thing about this is that we have heard that the government is going to start to tax crypto investments in 2022, beginning of 2022. That's not law. That's just hearsay right now, but that's what we've heard.
So 2 things. To obtain your actual visa, I think it will work because you just show all of your investments. You show where you're getting that money from. So anything that could be, real estate sitting in your bank account, stocks, so even crypto, I would definitely put that because it shows money. And then the second thing is Josh just recently did an interview with a tax specialist here in Portugal, and we're putting that together and we'll have that out hopefully in a couple of weeks or so with all of those questions.
Well, it's specifically about the NHR scheme.
Okay, so it touches mostly on that, but
we don't really talk crypto at all.
Well, because right now I think crypto is a bit people are unsure.
It's new.
What it's
they're
like.
unsure.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's a good question.
All right, Jim,
chilly. Ooh, 40 degrees in Chicago today. Ooh, that doesn't sound nice. JJNN says, hi, Kalie and Josh. It's gloomy in Los Angeles. How's your side of the world?
It's rainy today. It's rainy. Last week was brilliant weather.
So nice.
This week has been
just today.
A little gray. Just today has been rainy.
It was like a little cooler yesterday because the rain was coming.
Yeah.
And it's been raining like all day today, which has been a bummer. But it's supposed to stop by tomorrow afternoonish, but there is rain in the forecast. So it's a bummer.
Whoa, we just had another big super chat. My goodness.
Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
You guys have been a huge resource. Thanks and keep it up. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. We appreciate it.
Happy to help. Okay, so backcountry backyard can finally see the ground here in Alaska. Oh gosh.
I think the only time to be in Alaska is during the summer.
Right, which is when we went.
Yeah,
and it was still cold, like fishing and stuff.
It was cold, but it was nice.
In the water though, right? When you're like salmon fishing and then you have to have the blackout curtains because it's light all the time.
Yeah.
What a fun experience though that was.
Jim, I love this.
Yeah, Jim was very impressed by the amount of beer consumed in the latest monthly tally of expenses. We were too, actually.
The funny thing is, we didn't actually show the wine consumption as well because that was, like Kalie said in the video, that was lumped into the groceries.
Right. We always get at the grocery store. So that's why we had to say a little note in there that like we actually do drink wine too, but it's just not as noticeable because We get the beer from the place across the street because it's just, if you have bottles and stuff, it's like, a 12 pack or something of bottles.
Honestly, guys, at the end of it, I was like, I think we drink too much.
He's actually said that a few times and worked out a few more times too than
I
normal.
have. It's held me accountable for sure.
No, my workout is strolling Sia around the city. So I feel pretty good about that. So then I can have a glass of wine when we get back.
Hey, Evo, it's good to see you.
Hi, Evo.
Marlis writes, Santa Barbara, California is in the house. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I got called a tool this week.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Let's comment.
Comment section. Brutal.
Okay, C Bliss. Hey, Josh and Kalie. I was wondering if kids need their NIFS before going over there or if we can wait until we get there for that. Thanks for the great channel.
You know the answer.
Yes, good question. Actually, another person recently asked VFS about that and then told us that they said the DC VFS said that kids do not need it until they get over here and have their SEF appointment. Now, the issue, I guess, that you could come across is when you get over here, the finances offices still are not really open to everything.
Yep.
So you might get over here without the kids having a NIF, and that's fine, but then find that you can't actually get their NIFs here in a timely manner before your SEF. Good thing is if you're using Border, we know that they're processing those pretty quickly. So if you get into a time crunch, you could just do Border for your kids over here and get it within a week. So it does seem like it's possible that you do not need the NIFs for the actual visa, but you do need them for the SEF. I asked that when we were at our SEF appointment. So you can still use Border if you get a time crunch, or you can try to do it here. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be easy to do it here. Just with COVID, with the finances office, we've been trying to deal with something with them.
Yeah, we got lucky and unlucky at the same time.
Yeah, with not needing NIFS, but having a problem with they've got something wrong in their system. So we're still having a hard time actually getting onto our portal.
Yeah.
So that is an issue. They say, call this number to make an appointment. Then they don't answer that number to make an appointment. So it is a hassle. Yeah. So honestly, like, I know it's kind of a bummer to pay for it, but it's not going to be easy to do it here.
And in the grand scheme of things, it's not actually a ton of money.
Yeah. So you have to kind of decide, but you could do it without. And then if it doesn't work out when you get over here, just do Border anyway.
Yep.
All right. Moving on.
Marlis says that we're amazing in that super sticker, which is amazing. Mm-hmm. And he also says that he loves us. Yeah. And we love you too, man. Woohoo. Absolutely.
Thanks for being on. All right. JS, any rumors in Portugal when the EU may open? Oh, that's a good question too. So, I mean, there's really only rumors among the locals, among the people here. Yeah. Everyone's thinking that stuff has to open, that the economy just needs to open, and that they're hopefully pushing it for the summer. Now, I would say that, well, I guess, okay, so the locals obviously want it open for the summer. We are in the process of going through the deconfinement plan that's being laid out. And so they are monitoring it closely to see as things open, what COVID numbers do. And depending on your municipality, depends on how you open. If you continue with the deconfinement, if you stay in the current stage, or if you actually go back a stage because COVID numbers are not good. I would say overall, the country's doing well with the opening, but they're probably not going to make a decision until later into May, what that looks like for the summer, and if it opens. Yep. So still unsure. Keep checking back with us. As soon as we know something like that, we will ask, because I know a lot of you guys want to come here and visit before actually taking the plunge to live here. So,
and fair play to that.
Yeah.
Don't just take our word for how lovely Portugal is. It is amazing. But yeah. It's
personal preference. For people.
Personal preference. Yep.
Okay, but that's a good question.
Highlander,
hello, on time for your live stream. Yay, thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Mark, hello to you all from Colorado. Can you talk about banking finances as far as paying rent, etc.?
Okay, I don't exactly know what you mean by this, but the way we pay rent is just through a transfer, a bank transfer. Super easy. We get the SWIFT or the IBAN. It's actually an IBAN number. So we get the IBAN number of the property management company that we need to pay, and then we just transfer the money. Now, before we got our Portugal bank account, we were using Wise. It used to be called TransferWise, and now it's called Wise. And we opened up a European wallet or account with them. So we had an IBAN number that was based in Europe in euros, and transferred it to the Portugal IBAN number. And we didn't have any fees with that, which was really nice. I mean, I think it was like maybe 35 cents or something to do the transfer. But That's pretty nominal.
It's cheap, yeah.
Yeah. So all you need to do is send it from your Portugal bank account
Once
using.
that's open, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can use you can use from Wise, put your money in there, then put it in your Portuguese bank account because it'll save you so much more money
transferring
doing it
USD
from your
to
US bank account.
Yep.
They take so much money. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So when you're over here, it's your landlord or your property management company. They'll have an IBAN, which is a specific number to them. And you can do it from your phone, from your computer, from an ATM machine. It's quite easy.
It's super easy.
So if you have any other questions about more about paying stuff, pop it in the chat and we can go more into detail for you.
Yeah. Let me know if I answered your question as well, Mark. But that's just kind of how I read that.
Yeah. But if you have another.
And if you guys are interested in Wise, we have a link below that you can check out Wise.
Mm-hmm. And go ahead, while you're at it, click that thumbs up that you see on here. We only have
that
20.
Hitchhiker.
Yeah, the hitchhiker.
All right.
Marlis is saying that it's 59. Wow. 59 in Santa Barbara.
That is
chilly.
Cool.
But no rain, that's good. Mark, by the way, it's 30 here. Oh, geez, that's cold.
That is cold.
Florida girl here.
Matthew's on. Nice.
Matthew, are there many IT companies? Could people from IT easily find a job?
So yeah, I mean, there are definitely tech jobs here. So I don't know exactly what you're looking for in IT, but there are definitely tech jobs here. There are startups that have been moving to Portugal more and more. I think the one thing that can't be underestimated about having a job locally is that the taxes are much higher than if you get on the NHR scheme. And the NHR scheme is only for 10 years. So you have to take that into consideration as well after 10 years. And this is not like legal advice or accounting advice, whatever, tax advice. But after 10 years, you become a normal tax resident. So you'll be taxed like a Portuguese person would be. So just be mindful of that. Yeah.
And on a D7, you can't get a job here. So if you do find a company once you're over here on a D7, it's fine, but then they have to sponsor you and you have to switch your visa. So keep that in mind as well.
Yep.
Okay, moving on. Melinda, done. Marlis.
We know what that means.
Yeah. Marlis, do you guys have a Carrefour nearby?
I don't think I've seen a Carrefour.
Not in Porto.
Not in Porto. I've not seen a Carrefour. We have Auchan, which is French, I believe, right?
I guess.
We have Lidl, German.
Pingo Doce, which is Portuguese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Continent,
which is Portuguese. Yeah.
I have not seen. They might be here, but I haven't seen. They might be out of the city. Bigger ones. I'd actually be surprised if they weren't here.
I would be surprised
because
too.
They're in Spain. Good question, though.
That is a good question.
But we have not seen one or shopped in one. Melinda says beer is good for you.
Beer is good for us, and also with beer, Superbock. Superbock, not Sagres.
Yeah, we like Superbock better.
For sure.
Representing Porto. Yeah. Elaine says, "Hey, we made it here last month. Oh, yay!
Awesome.
Pero Veso?
Don't know where that is.
I don't even know if I said that right.
We will look that up.
We will look that up.
I don't have anything to write on, but okay.
We can go back and look.
Yeah, I'll go back.
Yeah, yay, congrats for being here. Hope that the weather's good for you. Jeff, hey guys, coming in November for a scouting visit. Drone laws. Want to bring my Mini too.
Okay, so I know a guy who flies drones quite a bit. I can ask him. I don't know if he actually abides by the laws, but he's oftentimes shooting a lot of drone footage in the countryside. So
maybe they're not around as much.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
He does vineyard shots and agriculture, a lot of agricultural shots.
There must be laws because you don't see a bunch of people with them around. They must have something. Although right now tourism isn't very big, so it's hard to say if people walking around probably live here.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be doing as many drone shots.
Yeah. Jeff, we'll look into that for you. We'll reach out.
Get back to you on that. Okay, Canada to Portugal with Marco. Hey guys, love your show. Just realized I never replied to your email yet. I've been a bit busy. Apologies. We'll reply this week, Marco.
No worries. Thanks, Marco.
No problem. Elder, hola. Elder sent a bunch of recipes, so that was fun for our challenge.
That was awesome last week, making a bunch of Portuguese food and digging into that. Such good food.
Still have recipes, so we'll continue to do that.
Yep.
Elizabeth, hi. You two awesome people. Gloomy 61 degrees in Ventura, California. Your D7 course has been invaluable. Thanks, Elizabeth. Happy to help.
We're glad that D7 course has been good for you guys.
Yes. And that's a bummer. It's gloomy. It seems to be gloomy everywhere right now, huh? JJNN, that is really great information about the NIF. Okay. Noi Aviation 93, good evening. Legends, love ya.
Love you too, man.
You.
That guy's been in the comment section in a lot of the videos. So it's good to see him around.
Marla's giving a shout out to Ventura.
Hit show.
What is that?
Although he's cursed there in Portuguese, but that's funny. Ótimo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ótimo, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Noi, you guys have any information how to convert non-European driver's license to Portuguese one?
You want to take that away?
Yeah. We are right now actually working through it. So here's what I know, and I will make a video about this. And of course I have a checklist.
So keep this brief.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll keep this really brief. So the best thing to do is, if you're in the States, to do this before you come over here, because it's taking a little longer for us. What you will need is you will need to get a driving record from your state, and then you need to get it apostilled from your state.
Mm-hmm.
So for the state of Tennessee, it's a bit of a thing because we have to get it notarized, and then the notary has to be certified, and then we have to get it apostilled. So your state will be different on how it is. Good thing is it's your state though, not federally. So that should be faster. So your driving record, and then you get an apostille. So do that before and bring it over. Don't do it too early though, because the apostille is only good for like around 6 months, they say. When we get over here, you have to go to the doctor and you have to be approved that you are in good health to drive. And then with that, with the money, just a couple other little forms, you send that in with your driver's license, and then you should get it back. We are not at that process yet though, so I don't know exactly what that looks like. We're still waiting to have a family member mail over our driving record. So once we go through that whole thing, I'll tell you exactly how it is. Because my biggest thing that I know someone who's in the process of doing it, and his understanding is that they keep your license. They keep your US license. So I'm curious to see if that is the case. Good thing for us is we actually both have duplicates, because before we left, we sold a house and we changed our address on our licenses to a different house, a property that we have. And for that, they just give you a duplicate license and they don't take the other one. So we actually have 2 licenses. So we can send in the old one with the old address.
And now we've just ratted ourselves out on the internet.
It's our license. It's still a valid license. It just has the other address.
Okay.
Yeah. So once we go through the whole process, I'll do a video and checklist. And if you have the course, I'll put it all in the course as well.
Yeah. And
all right.
Your next question is it possible to find a complex apartment in Portugal, which includes a gym and a pool like those in the US? It's possible.
Mm-hmm.
They're certainly more expensive. It would probably be easier and better to just, I don't want to say better. It'd probably be easier to find a place that's close to a gym and possibly pool, than to pay the amount of money to live in a complex that has both.
Yeah, especially if you're in the city. But if you're out of the city, it's a little easier, I think. Christopher, as a brown man, I was wondering how I would be treated over there. The U.S. is no longer the country I made home 50 years ago.
Hey, we feel you. Obviously, we're not brown, but this one's a tricky one. We have talked to different people that are not Caucasian, and they have felt okay here. Mm-hmm. Certainly, from what we have heard from Brazilian friends, is Brazilians get treated differently. That's more of a national thing, like a national rivalry.
But they are brown.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Brazilians are that brown color, so
sometimes it can be misconstrued. Like Portuguese people might just hear your accent. In general, and we've said this a ton, Portuguese people are awesome. They're super nice, very friendly. There are rogue people out there, just like they are everywhere. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, right now, it seems like there are maybe more in the States that are coming out of the closet than not. But in general, people here are really cool. Mm-hmm. So you shouldn't have any issues.
I think we got another super chat.
Oh, we did. Super chat.
Melinda. Oh, we got 2.
Yeah.
Melinda, super chat.
And we got to go up to Bruno Fernandez.
Where is the best neighborhood district? I'm guessing that means district, not district.
For temporary
stay in Porto. Y'all are fantastic, by the way. It's so cute. Thank you.
I think temporary stay anywhere downtown in the city center. So
near Aliados.
Yeah. Near Republic Plaza. Mm. Anywhere kind of in a 10-minute walk of that area is nice. I would stay away from São Bento Station, around there.
And Campania.
South of São Bento Station.
Yeah. Yeah. Salvento and Campania, actually near the 2 train stations, aren't the best. And if you want specific streets, we get asked this a lot. So I have information on places that we say to just stay away from because of what they're known for: homelessness, drugs, those things. So I can give you exact streets to stay away from and locations if you want to email me, and I can do more in depth for you.
Mario Finch.
Mario, how has your immersion week been? I plan to do the same in 2 weeks. Eager to hear if you plan to do a vid on your experience.
Oh, absolutely. We're definitely doing a video on the experience, and we're going to tell you guys, I guess, why we did it and like why it all came about and how it went. We're getting ready to start editing that. We have a video coming out this weekend, and then I'm going to start working on editing that video. You guys know I'm not a very good editor, so it's going to take
some credit.
I give myself zero
2nd,
credit. It's going to take some time.
The production schedule has it dropping on May 2nd, so you can expect to see it then, all about how it went.
And I have to get it done by then.
Yeah.
So Bruno Fernandez, we got to go back up. Bruno Fernandez said that he loves our videos. He said, "Hey guys, love your videos." Thanks, Bruno Fernandez. I don't know if you play for Manchester United, but
same name, right?
Same name. Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, Caroline, hi, you guys are wonderful. So much good information. So when exactly can one become eligible to work locally? So if you come in on a D7 visa, then you cannot work on that visa. But if you were to come here and find a job, then the company that hires you, you have to make sure that they're going to sponsor the visa switch, and then you can switch your visa.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I don't want to add anything.
Sandra, hi, Kalie and Josh. What are you hearing about SEF appointments? Are they going as scheduled or being canceled? Sandra, I don't know if you just emailed me, but I did see an email roll in today asking that same question. Actually, it was someone else asking, I'm pretty sure. And we have not heard of them being canceled. Right now, the deconfinement plan is going as planned. And in most places, malls are open, restaurants are open for people, 4 tops to sit inside, terraces have been open. So I'm pretty sure that those SEF appointments should be going on. There's really no reason for them not to be, considering where we are in the deconfinement plan. And we have not heard that people are having problems with that. So hopefully you're okay.
Super chat.
What do we got? Claudia, did you already eat cozito?
Cozito, okay.
What was the dishes you tried at home? Super curious. We didn't do cozito.
No, we didn't do it. We will do it. We're planning on getting to all of them. What happened was we were making the portions that were on the recipe, and there were just so many leftovers. So
we ate octopus for days.
We literally ate octopus for 3 days. Like, that is no joke. We had soup, I think, probably 5 times.
Pumpkin soup. It was a really good soup with chorizo. Yeah. It was really good soup. So we had pumpkin soup.
Bacalhau.
We had the cod with different types of vegetables. Obviously, like some of them had cabbage, carrots. We had octopus. Sia had octopus for the first time, and she liked it. Yes, that's good. She eats everything.
She does. That's why she's got that belly.
Big old belly. Cute though. What else did we have?
But we'll get around to it, and we're going to talk about it in
we're going to put all that stuff. We're going to put that stuff in.
We loved cooking the recipes, though. So much fun.
And we still have a lot of recipes that we plan to put out, like to try as well. And we'll put those on our Instagram pictures that we're doing. But someone gave tripe, and I don't think we're going to try that.
No, we had it when we lived in Spain, and we just don't really like intestines.
Yeah, that's good enough. But there's meat dishes, more seafood dishes, clams was some that we have. Yeah. If you want something specific, email it to us.
Yeah. Email us the recipe in Portuguese because we want to practice our Portuguese.
Yes.
Thanks for the super chat. All right, so right here, I think Bruno might be answering for other people.
And their services are not working well. Yeah, my ID expired. So that's, I think, probably someone that was asking about the NIF. Trying to get into those offices are a pain.
Yep. And then
delayed appointments.
Victoria answered the Carrefour question. They left Portugal several years ago. Interesting.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Cool.
Matt,
you're welcome,
thank
sir.
you so much. Dennis, you guys are great. My wife and I plan to move to either Porto or Cascais. Later, I shouldn't be the one saying this. I guess I can give you a little hint as to how the challenge went. Later this year, we'll hopefully be able to do a second trip. Recon trip in June or July. The cursor was over there. Thank you for all your info.
You're welcome, Dennis. Appreciate it.
Let us know when you're here.
You should do Porto.
Doing some recon.
You should do Porto.
Would love to get together.
Super Bach is
number one. Elder is
We can
answered
skip
by
that
the
answer.
IT.
Yep.
Okay, thanks, Elder.
Crosstalk.
Noi, thanks, Jim.
It's crosstalk.
Oh,
It's
okay,
crosstalk.
okay.
Keep
You
going.
already scanned this. Eva.
Yeah.
Well, which one are we on?
Evos.
Eva, any plans for collab with any locals or expats? I'd love a food crawl. Oh, food crawl.
Yeah, I mean, as things are opening up, there's definitely a possibility for food crawls and just going in and visiting more restaurants. As far as collabs with expats and locals, that not as much on the local side, but on the expat side, that's kind of all we've been doing here lately.
Yeah.
Like, we want to work with other people who are putting content out there. It doesn't mean if you're not putting content out there that we don't want to talk to you either, but it's kind of fun to connect with people who are already doing this, like a similar thing, and get their experience and show it to like a bigger audience.
And we were just actually on a podcast right before this live.
Yes.
So we're doing stuff for others as well, which is a lot of fun. Did you want to say about the podcast real quick? It's going to be a couple weeks, but
yeah, but we don't have the link for it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll
tell you guys about that
once
later.
it's out. But yeah. So that's been a lot of fun too.
Mark,
I'm so glad I found y'all. Thanks for the info. I should have been more specific. I'm retired with a couple of pensions. Just wondering how to manage from my U.S. bank. Does that make more sense?
That does make more sense. Really, it's just going to be linking those bank accounts. I would recommend going with a company like Wise. You don't have to use Wise, but Wise is very economical. So you're sending your money from your US account to your Wise USD account, and then doing a quick conversion, a euro conversion at the mid-market rate, which is less than the bank rates, and then sending it from your US Wise account to your Euro Wise account, and then your Euro Wise account to your Euro Portugal bank account. I know it sounds crazy.
It sounds complicated.
It's not hard.
You can email us and we can give you the specific steps. Josh knows how to do that, and someone was just asking about it.
Made a video about it.
And we have a video about it, yeah. But that's the best way to save money.
Marvelous is Kung Fu fighting there or something, or dabbing. I don't know what's going on there, but I appreciate all the emojis and spirit. Eric.
Will you be or are you enrolled in the NHS? Also, notice your retirement section in your budget video showed 0. Is this something you plan to discuss in a later video?
I guess we can discuss it now. I don't mind.
So NHS, you're talking about the health service, right?
No.
Here it's
No.
NHS or NHS is.
Oh,
is that the health? Are you enrolled? Or are you talking about NHR? NHR is the tax break. NHS.
I think he might be talking about NHS because he's referring to that specific video.
National Health System, though.
Right. So, no, we're probably going to stick with some sort of private healthcare.
Wait, but we are enrolled in SNS.
We are enrolled in SNS.
Yeah.
But we will probably get once in August, once we hit the end of our current policy, we're probably going to get something else. Is that
on top of it? Yeah, something that's cheaper that can be like the bank and everything. But the SNS is really easy to enroll. They just take your information and then you get a number, and you need it for the vaccine. So that would be another thing that you want to have if you don't have the vaccine. But it's good to be enrolled in that so you can go into anywhere. But you can get private insurance, health insurance on top of that, which we will probably do too, just to be covered. But something much cheaper. And then the retirement. Oh, do we want to do the super chat real quick?
Super chat real quick, and then we'll jump back to it.
JJNN, is Portugal requiring vaccinations for all, and how are citizens viewing the vaccine? Funny you ask.
I think the second part of the question is people are positive about it. We haven't talked to a ton of people, but it seems like people are positive. We haven't heard really any negativity towards it. I'm sure there is, but we don't really hear it.
But the reason we really don't hear much about it is because they are so slow with rolling it out. They have technically 3 phases, and we're in phase 2 until like June time, which is trying to get, I think it's either 60 or 65 plus, all of the 60, 65 plus vaccinated, and they're still not even there. So they're hoping to get that done in the next couple of months, but it's just, they have a supply issue is the problem. They just, I don't know how. Europe has it. Pfizer's here. Moderna, is that the other one?
AstraZeneca.
That one's here too, but they have them. The supply is really bad. So they are being criticized still for not getting the vaccine out fast enough. But there are still positives about people thinking that the vaccine's good. It's just that right now they're still trying to get the elderly population vaccinated. That, and I read if you're in like healthcare, then you get it. And then those I read like with Downs and those types of disabilities or special needs are higher on the list as well.
Sorry, guys. The reason I'm cracking up is because we're about to turn over 30 minutes right now. So
yeah, we've got to do the drawing.
yeah.
Yeah. So vaccine, I mean, we probably won't be able to get it till the fall unless they hurry up, but we are in line.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So the chat has jumped. I'm trying to find where we were.
I thought we already answered that. The
okay. So we got
retirement?
asked about the retirement. So why did we put 0 for retirement? It's because right now our income beyond what our expenses are is so variable that we're not even looking at saving money in terms of like putting money specifically away from retirement. All of the money that we're earning that's extra is currently going into content creation. So I guess that's like the most honest way to answer it. Like it's not cheap doing this dream that we have, which is trying to like run this channel and make it bigger. So any extra resources that we have, we've been putting into the channel. So we're not going into debt by doing this stuff, but we aren't necessarily saving right now. We got a bit of hate on the video from like one person in particular about like being like free spending and like our economics were all out of whack. Totally not true. We have plenty of investments in the US that we do not touch. We just let those things compound. But when we got our D7, we showed all that stuff for our visas so that they could take a look and say, yes, these guys are financially secure and they have the ability to fund themselves or whatever. So that was in part why I think we were able to get the visa in the first place. Is that what you were going to say?
Well, no, I mean, what I was going to say is we do have a lot of investments. We have real estate. We're just not putting money into certain retirement funds that we currently have. We're just letting them go right now because the plan is for right now in this short time to be using the extra money that we are saving to go into Expats Everywhere so that we can see bigger growth with expats everywhere. So we have investments and we have retirement. We're just not right now putting into it. That's why there's the asterisks there. So if we had to, we could get it if there was like an emergency. But that's what's funny about this person saying that we're irresponsible.
It made me so mad.
Yeah, because we couldn't get the D7 visa if we didn't have that type of stuff, if we didn't have money and show that we are fiscally responsible, right? So we have all that stuff. We're just doing things a little differently than we have in the past for right now, just to grow Expats Everywhere. That's kind of where we're at.
Okay, that was long-winded. So Beverly says, hey there, it's freezing in Bristol. It seems like it's cold all over the planet. What's going on? Like everywhere.
Crazy.
I'm going to do the draw. Are we going to stay on? We're going to stay on.
Yeah, I will stay on.
Let's stay on.
Just for a little longer.
So if you guys can you guys see that? All right, so I've got everyone's name on there. I'm going to hit shuffle. So that's going to randomize the names. I'm going to go up here to the wheel. We're going to see who the winner is.
This is for a year of Patreon. Who is it?
Melinda. Woo!
Melinda, who just ordered in the nick of time her
merchandise. Melinda, congratulations. So sorry, I got close to the mic. Melinda, congratulations.
Melinda's on right now,
Melinda's on right now. We're going to reach out to you and talk you through how to get the account set up on Patreon. So you're going to be an annual member on Patreon at our $25 level. And this weekend, we have a big virtual party because we have gone over 50 patrons. All of the money on Patreon on our account goes to content creation. We are going to be able to bring over someone who can video edit and video better than me. So hopefully the video quality is going to get better. It definitely should. Excited about it. Let's get back to the questions.
We're building the team, so it should be good. So
let's go.
Congrats, Melinda.
Thanks for everyone who bought Expats Everywhere shirts.
And it's obviously still available. And we'll probably do something like this again as well if you jump on that stuff.
Matthew is asking about, do you learn Portuguese and what do you do for that? So we have begun the journey of learning Portuguese. We're going to make a video about that, how that challenge went. And what do we do for that? We're going to talk about that in that video. But basically, it's a mix. It's a mix of using online resources such as videos, apps, and real life people.
Yeah.
We don't use the real life people. We just connect with real life people.
It's good. I think a mix is good.
Jim is talking about drones, answering the question we had up there with Jeff Hill, but we'll also reach out as well. So appreciate that. You guys can read that about drones.
Good to know. Good to know. Melinda's laughing about the driver's license
thing. Okay, so
Kathleen, Kalie, thank you so much for your continuous help and patience. I'm hoping to be there in May. It is bright and sunny in Bay Area, California, medium 70s and rising.
Nice.
Yeah.
First
and that's everyone else is talking about it being glooming. So yay for it being nice there. And no problem helping. And like to help.
You're welcome. Noy says thanks, you guys. You're welcome. Val says, have you guys done any research on the Golden Visa? Looking for some folks to discuss with. Yes. So if you'd like to, you can, you can reach out to me at contact@expatseverywhere.com and we can talk about it. I can put you in touch with 2 different people that we know that deal with Golden Visas.
We've just recently been working on Golden Visas because people have been asking us about it. So we've got some good information.
We want to put out some content about that so it's clear and people understand what the new rules are about it.
Yep. So Val, email Josh. He can give you more info.
If you're looking for a video right now, though, Nomad Capitalist just put out a really punchy video about it. So if you know Andrew Henderson, you can pop over to Nomad Capitalist, check out his video on it. It's good.
And then she followed up, there is a POC Facebook group that is really supportive for the person who asked about being brown in America. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks. Claudia, hey. Mickey, new two guys.
I don't know what that means.
Okay. Hey, Claudia.
Hey, Claudia.
Ruth. Hi, guys. Good to see you both. Thanks, Ruth, for being on. Val. Sorry, POC Portugal is the name of the group. Melinda saying, okay, great. Cookmaster. Hi, guys. Your videos have been very useful, especially with you guys coming from the U.S. Been in the U.S. for 40 years now and want to get out. Do you come across many expat folks of Indian community?
Not sure. Yeah. Have seen people that look like they're Indian, but don't know exactly if they're Indian, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know if they're Indian from Canada or the US or if they're directly from India. Not sure.
But I have had a few emails of people that I know that are from India that are moving over here. So, I think that I would say it's not like very common to see to see Indians, but I think you guys are here.
I would say it's not very common to see North Americans here. Like, it's probably because of COVID, to be honest.
Yeah, COVID.
I mean,
it's been tough.
We have to keep
not too many people out.
We have to keep things in context here. We've been here for 6 months, and most of it has been during COVID. Yeah, so that's that needs to be said.
Andrea, right, just moved from Italy to World in Lisbon. Your video helped me a lot. Keep it up.
Wow, thank you.
Yay, thanks.
Andrea, right? Andrea.
Italy, Cecilia, San Francisco says they require an in-person appointment for D7. All videos I've seen said it could be done by mail. Do I really need to fly to consulate? It depends on what jurisdiction you're in. Yeah. So if you're in San Francisco, then that means you're in the California jurisdiction, which means that you have to do the in-person interview. The ones that are for mail-in are the DC and New York jurisdictions. So you'll have to check that. If you want to email me, I can give you that information. And then we also have all that information on our D7 course as well, if you're interested in how to do stuff step by step. Yep. But it will depend on where your residence is, which office you have to go through. Alejandro,
great question.
Hey there, thanks for doing this. Anything you wish you would have done differently before you moved?
I think both of us are going to say pack one extra bag. So we try to do things really, really lightweight, and we probably would have been better off just taking an extra bag so that we could have some better winter clothes. Yeah. Well, otherwise, would you have done anything differently?
What would you have done differently?
And maybe
we actually did make a video.
Maybe in hindsight, we would have gotten different insurance. Like, had we known that we were going to be essentially stuck in Portugal for basically a year.
The
I mean, I
year,
think it's
yeah.
going to be pretty much a whole year,
Yeah.
or at least 12 months of our insurance.
Mhm.
Then I think we would have gotten something that was more local and cheaper.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
we got what we got. We're paying what we're paying. It's a very robust insurance, but it's too much for the fact that we're not out in other countries having that to fall back on, if that makes sense.
I think for me, it would be the washer and dryer at the apartment. I got really tired of having to go do laundry somewhere else.
Yeah.
Probably more so just because we have a baby,
Yeah.
That's just a pain. But yeah. But now we're in a place with a washer dryer, so
let's keep rolling.
Okay.
Kathleen is asking about how do I do super chat? I think
you guys know I'm new at this.
Somebody just recently actually wrote about that. Like, what is super chat? How do I do it? So super chat is down below the part where you can write something in the comment section. It looks like a dollar bill. It has a monetary symbol, whatever, a dollar symbol.
It's a dollar sign.
You can click on it and then it'll give directions. And yeah, just that's how you do it. Do not feel obligated to use the super chat. We love it. So if you do, but if you don't, it's okay too. We'll try to answer your questions regardless.
Claudia just super chat. What bad words have you learned in Portuguese?
Claudia with the super chat.
We censor that stuff on our channel.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it wouldn't feel right saying that. I will answer you like this, Claudia. I played soccer at university, and I had a lot of Brazilian teammates. And pretty much my exposure to the Portuguese language was through a bunch of cuss words. A bunch of cuss words.
So we knew those before.
So we knew
came.
those before. Yeah.
But yeah.
I think one of my favorites, I don't think this is that bad, but I think one of my favorites was Que Bosta. Que Bosta was one of my favorites. That was taught to me.
Okay.
All right.
Another super chat. Is it Kathleen?
No, it's not Kathleen.
Oh. Simply Beck, know how I can find out if I can move there since I am a felon, or where I could get info. It was over 25 years ago. Oh, that is a good
I wonder
question.
if that, does it show up on your FBI background check? I don't remember having to tick a box about it. Do you?
I think we might have had to tick something.
Yeah.
We'll have to look into it. That's a good question, but we haven't been asked that before. But I wonder, since it was 25 years ago.
There's got to be a statute of limitations, right?
Yeah. Simply Beck,
email us.
Email us. Let me dig a little bit, and I can see what I can find for you. But email us.
info@expatseverywhere.com. Email Kalie.
Don't email Josh. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Okay. Moving back. Let's see. Kathleen was asking about the super chat. Claudia, Portuguese style, eat until rolling down the hill. That's American style too.
That's today.
Yeah.
We had churrascaria again, and I'm so full. It's still like right there in my throat.
Good. Gym, self appointment just restarted within the past week.
That's
so
right.
There you go. Should be good. Claudia saying to try Cozito and please share.
Maybe if we do Cozito for you, Claudia, we'll do a short on a YouTube short.
Okay.
Super sticker.
Wait, who is this?
I don't know.
Super sticker. Alma.
Thank you.
Alma.
Appreciate it.
Cute little pair. Ruth is asking, do your shirts run true to size? I said they're
a little snug.
Oh, I was going to say a little big.
Just a little big?
Because I got a small in the azulejos. And I don't know. It's hard to say for me, though, because my body has changed since giving birth. And so the sizes that I had for so long obviously changed when I got pregnant because I got, kind of plump. But then now I feel like I'm smaller than I was before I even got pregnant. So
you are. You guys can look back to the videos and see how Kalie's endocrine system changed.
So for me, I'm used to like wearing a small. And sometimes I'll get small now, and it actually feels a little big on me, which was never the case. I was between kind of a small and medium before getting pregnant. So I would say, you think that they're a little snug? I think they might be a little big. I think that maybe we'll just say true to size. Ruth, let's get back to you. Let's take a look at the stuff that we have and double check.
Yeah. Barb K, thanks so much for all your help. Love your videos. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. We're so glad that the videos are helpful. And just keep the comments coming in the videos.
All right. So Ruth, Send me a message and I'll get back to you on the size.
Bruno
Claudia,
Fernandez.
Bruno, you had octopus for 3 days.
Straight up, we had octopus for 3 days. And, honestly, on the third day, I was like, I'm kind of over this.
I was.
But on the second day, I was like, this is great. This is still very, very good.
Yeah, it still tasted good. It was just, eating the same thing over and over.
Super sticker.
Carla with the dancing.
The dancing super sticker.
Dancing pear. I
Thank
think
you so much, Carla Ortega.
Pears.
It looks like an avocado to me.
Oh, I'm going to go with pear.
All right.
Pear shaped.
I'm going avocado.
Okay.
Cookmaster.
Surprising that the Portuguese embassy or consulate website doesn't mention anything about the residency visa programs. Wondering why. Maybe because you have to go through VFS in the US, right?
Could be.
So
They don't want
mention it.
solicitations about it.
Yeah, you have to go through VFS. So that might be why. So check out VFS's website.
Mario, beautiful, right here. Can you read that for us?
As an Afro-Caribbean American, I have never been looked at or felt any different since being here for the last 6 weeks. Also, CEF appointments prior to April 19th are going to be rescheduled. All other appointments are on. So Mario, thanks for the info about the CEF, but that's awesome to know that you've not been looked at or feel any different.
Beautiful. Love that.
Portuguese people. They're so nice.
Yeah.
Claudia.
Crosstalk with Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno. Dennis, we will definitely try to hook up when we come to Porto. We'll be hearing more. You'll be hearing more from us. We plan to purchase your D7 course. We're getting really excited. Awesome, Dennis. Then just let us know when you have if questions come up with the course, or if you have any feedback on the course or anything like that. But thanks for getting our course. What just happened?
I just jumped.
Did someone else?
Nah.
Yeah, top left.
Top left. Okay. It's a super sticker.
Mark,
you're welcome.
With the super sticker.
Oh, it is a pear. It's got the leaf on top. You're
pear
right.
wins. Although I do like avocados, but I do like pears too.
Okay, so we're so sorry, guys. We were here. Claudia.
Oh, yes. Claudia, very funny that you say talk the streets. I recommend her.
That's our girl. That's who we're doing our collaboration with. For the language challenge, that was our teacher.
So on May 2nd, we are both putting out videos about it.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout.
Yeah.
Ruth, thank you, Josh, for all the help with Wise. I finally got it.
Yay.
So helpful. Awesome.
Ruth emailed me, and I was hopefully able to troubleshoot her question. So guys,
Wise.
like legit, we're here to serve you all the best way we can. So if you have questions, email us. We'll try to do that. We'll try to help you out.
Okay. Eric clarified that he was talking about healthcare. So I think we answered that.
Cool.
Figured out there with NHS. Eric wants to get my wife on it. I'll look into the SNS.
Yeah.
I think it means that one of the Portuguese people on here, if you want to say it.
Yeah. What does SNS stand for?
Is their national health system, but it's in Portuguese. So that's why it's SNS.
Saúde Nacional something. Servicio?
Something like that, yeah. Bruno, and no, I don't play for Manchester United.
You know who we're talking about, right?
JJ,
we're Arsenal fans.
Yeah. So we're glad you don't play for Man U. JJ and fantastic. So glad to hear that they are getting it out there.
Yeah.
I think the vaccine's right. Claudia, I will not take it. Sorry, until it's mandatory and secure. There you go.
Fair enough.
For the vaccine.
Fair enough.
Okay. We got some Melinda's testing. Don't know why the one above is so light.
I don't know.
Melinda, thumbs up, people.
That's funny.
Yeah, give us a thumbs up if you haven't yet. JJ, from what I have seen so far, that person who said you're irresponsible hasn't been watching.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
appreciate the support.
People just say mean things.
People be ruining days.
Yeah.
Super chat.
Ruth, you guys are awesome. Much appreciated. Thanks, Ruth.
Thank you. Thank you, Ruth.
Okay, moving on. Eric, yay. Congrats, Melinda, for the drawing winning.
Oh, Carol just asked how to get in the drawing. So 2 weeks ago, we announced that anybody that bought stuff on our spring shelf, our merch shelf, which is below all of our videos, you could be entered into this draw to be on our Patreon. So all of the money that we earn on our Patreon or on our spring shelf through like people buying t-shirts and such, goes to our content creation. We aren't taking any of that. As we explained, we're not even saving for retirement or anything. Being irresponsible financially. So all of that's just going into content creation to make videos better and to do more stuff so we can talk about how awesome the world is. And especially right now, Portugal, since that's where we are.
So we'll probably do a drawing like that again at some point. So be on the lookout for it. Carla, keep it up with
Thank you.
That's a fave of mine.
Love that one.
The pair
I just
always,
when I see it, I just want to.
You want to go like pumping iron, right? Yeah. Okay. It's
Jump
funny. I feel like as time goes on, we get a little crazier. Like we've been drinking, but we haven't been drinking.
Oh man, Carla again.
Super pair. We haven't been drinking though. Just water.
It's true.
Claudio, how is the property market in Portugal? Oh, that is a good question.
I would say, and this is just my personal opinion, I would say inflated. Certainly inflated in the Algarve, Lisbon, and Porto. It's inflated. Doesn't mean there aren't deals out there, but it's inflated. If you want to get outside of those areas, then there are deals to be had. If you want to do like a renovation project, especially at the higher end of the market where you could potentially qualify for a golden visa, that could be pretty cool because it's a lower amount that you have to spend. And yeah, it could be interesting. So if you're interested in that, we know some people that do that type of thing. So let us know, email us. But I think it's inflated, honestly. But that's just me. That's personal opinion.
If you are interested in real estate, like actually purchasing properties, we do have people that we work with. So you can email us and we can give you those contacts.
We really like real estate. We don't know if you guys have seen, but we like doing real estate videos because we find it interesting to go tour houses and stuff. And
especially the $1 million properties. Why not?
they're fantasy projects, let's be honest. But no, like we feel like we know real estate, at least in the US, pretty well. And just judging by what prices used to be and how quickly they've risen and what incomes are here, they're inflated. It's a lot of foreign money that's come in.
All right. So we have a lot of people congratulating Melinda for being the winner.
That's cool.
I want to see where Melinda is. Oh, thanks everyone. Okay.
That's cool.
There she is. Yay. Congrats. Everyone's saying, okay. Cookmaster, may I ask if I am not being personal, what is your educational career background prior to starting the YouTube channel? Is one of you continuing on your prior career as a digital nomad?
So we've never actually been digital nomads. Thank you. We have 115 people staying on, 116 now staying on to hear about this. And I'm going to be really brief, but I have a background in business. I went to university for business administration, and then I got my MBA. And then when we moved to Spain, I got a master's in education because the way that I saw being able to live abroad, the path of least resistance was by doing education. So I became a teacher and kind of went down that path. But like my foundation, my core has always been in business, which is why I'm a terrible video editor. Yes. and then Kalie's was psychology.
Yep. I went to school for psychology and I wanted to go into marriage and family counseling, but then I met Josh my senior year. He wanted to move abroad. I said, let's do that instead. And we went abroad and never looked back. So along the way.
Yeah. I was going to say 10 years of our experience has been more or less in education.
So along the way, we got into education because like Josh said, it was how we could live abroad. We eventually got our state license to teach at an international school. That's what we were doing in Singapore. But we had started expats everywhere and we really wanted to move that further. So I ended up getting a digital job in compliance that I could work from anywhere. And Josh went full-time into expats everywhere. And so that's pretty much what we're doing now. Yeah. I've scaled back a little bit on the compliance side, which has been nice. And hopefully at some point I'll be able to go fully into expats everywhere. But right now, I mean, it's baby, compliance, expats everywhere. And then Josh takes expats everywhere.
And we board like 7 people and they got out, but we've got a few more people in. So welcome to the new people that just jumped back in.
Okay.
Right,
Simona, just discovered you guys. Very informative. And thanks for sharing.
Absolutely. You're welcome. Thanks for writing.
Community. Nevin, so glad to catch the tail end. Yeah.
That's Nevin and Jennifer. Yeah. We already had the drawing. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Oh, where are you seeing that?
No, Nevin and Jennifer.
Okay. They already had the drawing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling her. Yeah.
Ugo.
Hey, Ugo.
There's a lot of Portuguese with origins in India. A prime minister is a great example.
Goa, we've been there, and there's
a lot of Portuguese influence.
Yeah, a lot of Portuguese influence. Mm-hmm. It was actually fascinating. When we were living in Singapore, there were several trips that we went on that just brought us back to Portugal in a way. Macau was one of them. Like going downtown Macau, like things look so Portuguese, like old world European. even had that experience to a lesser extent, at least in terms of like the Iberian Peninsula in Manila, right? In Manila, and then going to Goa in India.
Yeah.
A big Portuguese influence community.
Oh, what do we have?
Oh, Carol. Thank you so much with the super sticker.
Yay. Thank you. Okay. We're approaching an hour. So
yeah, we gotta roll through these last.
People are talking about different words. What about English? Claudia, about, what are they saying?
I don't know.
How to pronounce things.
Okay.
I don't know if we're still on the cuss words from earlier.
Maybe. We've had to skip that stuff. Hoping to retire. Michael says hoping to retire in Portugal in 2 years, thinking of Silver Coast, but also considering Spain. Thanks.
Did you see the video where we did Spain versus Portugal? Because we've lived in both, and then the other guy on there, Tom, has lived in both. So we did a bit of a comparison. But if you have questions about that, feel free to email and we can tell you kind of what we think and our experiences.
We've lived in both. Yeah. Claudio says Portugal is better in terms of living. Yeah. I think it depends on the city. I think it definitely depends on the city.
And preference of things.
And preference.
Because, some people like certain things, other people don't. Other people don't. And that just depends on where you want to live.
That's a great segue into Claudio's next question is, how's our Portuguese? So Kalie's English is struggling right now. Yeah. Our Portuguese is going to be revealed to you guys on that video May 2nd. And then you be the judge. And I'm probably going to be like behind the couch looking like this at the comment section. It's going to be scary.
We're learning though.
We're learning.
People are very gracious here.
And Elder says it's more a Brazilian bad term. Okay, Bosta, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Brazilian. Yeah.
Tina's
saying passport will ask.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Maybe it's in reference to Simply Back. I am sure it shows up on the FBI. Yeah, it might. Try to find some more info for you. Bruno, I think there will not be a problem since a lot of politicians are corrupt.
That's funny.
That is funny.
Let's keep rolling through these emojis. We got to jump.
Yeah. Where did everything go?
I don't know.
Oh.
So sorry. Okay, here.
That was overdue.
Tina asks, will you be doing some city tours of Porto on your channel? Yeah. So things are opening back up. One of my goals is in the next month or so to be doing neighborhoods, like talking about the different neighborhoods and going into the neighborhoods. I told you guys this back like around the turn of the new year that this was a plan, a content for Q1 of the year. This was our content creation strategy. And then COVID totally like closed everything down and ruined that. Yeah. But that's what the plan is. And I'm going to look for your all's input on where to go. For sure. Yeah,
so we'll definitely be showing you more. Melinda, I haven't been small since I was 6 years old, talking about the shirts. Antonio, if that octopus is polvo, lagarero. It's delicious.
Lagarero, yeah, it was. that was our octopus dish, and it was.
Claudia, maybe temporarily unavailable due to COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
So keep rolling down. Food, We've gotten down to Kurt. It says, hey, from Miami, we're looking to travel to Lisbon and Porto at the end of August and beginning of September. Do you think the borders will be open again at that time? The border's not closed. It's just that you need a visa right now, a residence visa to travel here. So will that be lifted by then? I would think so. And I think from an economic standpoint, I would hope so because of the tourism money that is good for the economy here. But don't know.
So we talked about that a little earlier, but
I was so close with what SNS was.
There it is.
I said it just the opposite.
Servicio Nacional de Saúde.
De
Saúde. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. SNS.
A bunch of people are commenting on what SNS is. Yeah.
Good. Well, there was a question you missed there.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Manny, I would love to move to Portugal, but how do I find work to make the move? That's a tough one.
That's tough. Honestly,
actually getting a job here.
Honestly, Manny, I'm going to be honest. I don't know how you guys feel about this. I don't think it's necessarily good for expats to move here to take a job in the local economy. That's just me. I think that the taxes are really high. So if you're not able to get on the NHR scheme, then yeah, like you need to be making quite a significant amount of money, probably to match your living experience if you're coming from US, Canada, UK, Australia, one of those countries. Start a company here. Yeah.
I think it's hard to break into the workforce here, especially right now.
You can do it. It's just, I don't think there's a ton of money. Certainly not outside of Lisbon.
All right. We're approaching an hour.
We are.
We
All right.
have Alma, thanks for the pro tip on locations in Porto and the info on Too Good to Go. Yeah, I was really excited about that app.
Too Good to Go is cool.
Mm-hmm. Claudia, house prices do not drop historically. We have a really rich real estate market. There's a lot of properties here.
Tons.
A lot of potential too. Carla, yes, email me, please. We are going to buy a property. Carla, you email us.
You email us.
Yeah, you
Carla,
email
you got to
us.
email us because we don't know your email.
I think maybe you have emailed before, but we get a lot of emails.
Yeah.
So it might be buried somewhere and hard to find. So Carla, if you just want to shoot an email and be like, hey, it's me, then that would just be easier for us to find. Marlis is making fun of us for saying we're going to be only talking 50, for 30
minutes.
Yeah, we're
50 minutes in. We're an hour in. Raul says, hola.
Hey, you made it.
From Phoenix.
Rooting for the Black Mamba. Portugal's entry in Eurovision. You're rocking it. All right, Raul, thanks for joining. You had some stuff going on today. So that's good to see you. Burger FK. Yep, you are absolutely right. Prices are inflated. Until 4 to 5 years ago, prices were 40% lower of what they are now.
Yeah.
Housing is going up.
Yeah, for it to rise so fast, it's not quite right. Like it's not as if like oil has been struck here. You know what I mean? So guys, I'm going to stay in the comment section and answer as many people as I can for as long as YouTube allows me, but we're going to wrap up there. Thank you all so much. And if you want to hang out in the comment section, I will type as fast as I can and answer as much as I can. That looked really funny on camera. What a tool. So love you guys. Thank you so much for being on here. Now let's get moving.
Bye.
Bye.